Astral projection instructions. Here's a repost from my old Reddit account that was deleted. I wanted to include instructions on what I do to consistently astral projects. Please be aware that what works for me may not work for you. I just want everyone to have some fun. Falling asleep, vibrations, sleep paralysis, exiting your body. Step 1. When you fall asleep, your goal is to make your body go to sleep and keep your mind awake. You have done this when you've jumped out of your sleep because your thoughts became real for a second. The first thing you can practice is your sleep breathing. Breathe in 3 to 4 seconds and exhale 3 to 4 seconds while you're falling asleep. If you need to keep your mind on something to keep from drifting asleep, keep your mind on the breathing pattern and relax. You're supposed to not move when falling asleep, however, emphasize your breathing. I realize that when I intentionally take deep breaths, it pushes me deeper into sleep. This is a necessity. My room must be cold with a fan or air vent aimed at my body while I'm under my sheets and blanket. This is also a necessity. I also must be lying on my back or my sides. The stomach is almost impossible for me to project from. While I'm falling asleep, it helps to stare into the back of your eyelids. It may seem weird at first, but you can keep your mind awake if you maintain eye contact. Imagine you're looking off into the ocean with your eyes closed. You aren't doing it correctly if your eyes hurt. Eventually, you'll let your eyes drift away, but keep your mind on your breathing. When it's time to trigger vibrations, you won't know that you're asleep. It'll still feel like you're lying in bed. This is why it's important for your mind to be awake, because if not, you'll drift off into sleep pretty fast. I notice that I'm ready to vibrate when I've been lying in the bed and catch myself staring at the wall. I always have a moment where I say, "Am I sleeping?" Before triggering vibrations. Step 2. If you can get to the vibrations phase, the hard part is over. Vibrations can be controlled with your mind from mild to very intense. I realize that when I'm not in deep enough sleep, my forehead vibrates very weak and faint and I'm unable to get out of my body. Once I become lucid that I'm asleep, I can just think of my forehead vibrating and it will. The main thing you have to do from now on is continue breathing manually on your own. You can still feel your physical body while astral projecting and dreaming, which is why it's crucial to continue breathing. The goal is to stabilize yourself before trying to exit your body. If you don't, you'll either wake up or get stuck in your body. To stabilize yourself, let the vibrations happen without panicking and let yourself vibrate for about 5 seconds before trying to exit. Another tip is to open your astral eyes. I didn't know this before astral projecting for over a year, but when you're in the vibrational phase, you're officially asleep. If you were to open your eyes, you wouldn't wake up even though you think you are. However, you'll realize that you're looking through what some call the third eye. Step 3. The only method I use to exit my body is the rollout method. It's literally that easy. Once I have been vibrating for at least 5 seconds, I just roll off the bed. I used to be nervous to do so because it'll appear that you're in the physical plane about to roll off of your own bed lol. If I'm successful, about 75% of the time, I'll feel my light astral body roll out like butter, and it'll either hit the floor, float in the air, or get pulled away by my guardians, but that's another story. If you feel paralyzed trying to roll off the bed, take a deep breath and use lighter movements. Even in the astral plane, you can still hear from and feel your physical body. If someone were to yell, you could hear it in the astral plane and you might wake up. If you get too excited, you will wake up. If you stop breathing, you will wake up. I've been in the astral plane for what felt like hours, and I can guarantee it's because of me maintaining my breathing pattern. The rope method you may have heard of doesn't work at all for me to exit my body. If you find yourself drifting asleep and can't make it to vibrations, you need to train yourself to remain conscious at night and to tire your body more. To practice remaining conscious, try waking up in the middle of your sleep to do a task for 15 minutes and then go back to sleep. Yes, you'll lose some sleep, but you'll instantly have more vivid dreams. To tire your body out more, try exercising regularly. It's a cheat code to life. The most important thing is to maintain your controlled 3-4's breathing. I can't emphasize that enough. Ask me any questions you have, and I will answer them all. Also, if you don't know, learn your life path number. It'll teach you more about yourself than you ever knew.